today on 15 on 15.
Stakeholders sign a memorandum of understanding to install 12,000 new LED lights in Aruba. Plus, just how much weight can you gain in one day? We'll tell you. And we find out the details of the fire department's operations. Thank you for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. Sustainable projects are being executed, stemming from the Green Aruba Where Europe Meets the Americas conference. 12,000 new lights in Aruba will be installed to save energy as well as costs. Stakeholders at the Green Aruba Where Europe Meets Americas conference signed a memorandum of understanding to improve the street lights currently being used on the island.
This MOU is about replacing the existing streetlights here in Aruba and expanding, adding about 3,000. So replacing about 9,000 and adding 3,000 comes up to a total of 12,000 streetlights. New technology that we have been asking for, and not only asking for a new technology in the sense of replacing the conventional streetlights to LED, but also adding to the communication part. So we're actually adding the communication part to the meters already, handling with data for the smart meters, but using the same communication platform for the smart LEDs that we are purchasing right now.
The managing director of Almar, Robert Henriquez, says this will be a huge undertaking and will require time to complete all 12,000 lights.
Installing those 12,000 lights is going to take more or less, I think, the minimum 2 years. It's a lot of lights we're talking about. It's not easy all the way to replace 12,000 lights on a small island like this. It's about the resources, and it's going to take about 2 years.
Mr. Henriquez explains exactly what will be replaced from the current streetlights.
No, we're not replacing the whole pole. We're replacing mostly what we call the light itself, so the fixture. And for sure, we are encountering maintenance activities also with what we call the arm. So we are prepared to do both at the same time if it's necessary. So we've been doing some already little replacements around the island, and we saw that it requires more than just replacing the fixture. It requires also sometimes to replace the arm, and we're gearing towards that.
The project will be executed and completed in conjunction with other partners. In order to move towards 100% sustainability, Aruba needs partners. The company Philips is one of them, and they are bringing on over more innovation. At the Green Aruba Where Europe Meets the Americas conference, representatives from the Philips brand signed a memorandum of innovation with Aruba. The objective of Philips is to provide the necessary innovation in order to complete the island's green goals.
So the plans today, after we signed the memorandum of innovation a few months ago, today we're deploying the first resource. We're hiring people. We're planting the seed of the Philips operations here in the island, and we're bringing project managers into the island to manage the whole project.
Philips will bring experts on the island to build upon sustainability. The purpose here is to guide locals on the island to take the charge.
The scope is to bring all the innovation, to bring all the supply of innovation to the island, to deploy a local network of stakeholders and also suppliers, to ultimately have local people manage the entire projects by themselves, having a truly local collaboration with Aruba.
The proposed plans Philips is working on will save costs and energy.
The first assessment that we did with the project and the city audit, we in the outdoor space, where that's street lighting, we estimated that we could save between 50 and 70% of the energy, consumed energy, just choosing different technologies. On the indoor space, I think we can go a little bit further with a minimum of 50-55, and as we move into connected lighting and the Internet of Things, we can even go much higher in savings. At the same time, we just bring more well-being to our customers.
Don't go anywhere. You won't want to miss our lifestyle topics. We will be right back. Stay with us. After the break, meet Olaf, not the frozen snowman, but this foot-powered luggage. Thank you for staying tuned to 15 on 15. We do our best to keep healthy and eat normal, but there are times where we fall off the healthy wagon for just one day. But that's okay, because how much weight can you really gain in one day anyways? We'll tell you. So you went ahead and ate everything in front of you. Now what? It turns out it is okay if one day you slipped and ate too much, because experts say it is virtually impossible to gain weight overnight. The reason comes down to calorie math. In order to gain weight, you'd have to eat 3,500 more calories than you typically eat and burn off. You would have to eat a ridiculous amount of food to gain just a pound in one day. Also, although people typically say they gain 5 to 10 pounds over the 6-week holiday period, I'm talking about from Thanksgiving to Christmas at the end of the year, the best study to date show on average most people gain just 1. Of course, a bad diet day could leave you feeling incredibly bloated the next day, but as long as you course correct the next day, you'll keep the real pounds from piling on. And switching over to sunsets and children, later sunsets increase children's activity levels. In a research study, moving the clocks forward by 1 hour all year in the United Kingdom could lead to children getting more exercise every day. Their study of 23,000 children found that daily activity levels were 15% to 20% higher on summer days than winter days. The clocks are set to go back 1 hour this weekend across the UK. This will result in darker afternoons and fewer hours of daylight after children finish school. In a study, children wore accelerometers or electronic devices around their waist that measured body movement. The results suggest that more evening daylight can help keep children active for longer. So, since Aruba has sunny weather 365 days a year, we really don't have an excuse, but we do have earlier sunsets though. Olaf is the new hype. No, I'm not talking about Olaf the snowman from Frozen, but Olaf the revolutionary luggage. Take a look. Have you ever wished you could climb aboard your luggage to go down that never-ending hall at an airport? Well, it is now possible with this foot-powered scooter suitcase known as Olaf. The creator says the idea came from having to catch the next connection flight in 3 minutes when the gate is on the other side of the world and you need to move faster than those moving walkways. The campaign is on Kickstarter. Olaf is ready to hit the streets. It is available in 3 models: an airline-approved carry-on suitcase with a built-in kick scooter. Then there is also a backpack with kick scooter and a kick scooter that can carry another bag. All 3 features wheelie suitcase handles and can double up as a hand trolley. Besides for traveling, Olaf can be used for shopping in a market or any other way you can think of as well. Let's take a very quick break. Here's what's coming up next. When we return, in case of emergency, you will receive help in 15 minutes. In case of emergencies, the fire department is called upon often to help. But how long till the rescue team appears? Let's find out. Dorshan Salmon spoke with the captain of the fire department to find out the response times the team must meet.
The response time is about 15 minutes. It's about 15 minutes from this station, the one in Tankiflip, to the middle of the island, like we call it in Papamento, Brug, until there. But if it's like a house fire, it's a bush fire, we'll go. It's a house fire. The department from the airport takes us like a second alarm, and they go before, so our response time will be smaller then.
Ferdinand says the fire department almost meets their 15 minutes response time 100% of the time.
You can say 99% of the time we meet all goals. Like I was saying a while ago, it's because we have 3 stations, so the closer by station will come before. If we split it in the time, we always will reach the whole island in 15 minutes.
Besides for the firefighters, the dispatchers at the call center have a vital role to play in the rescue process as well.
They receive the call, they alarm us immediately. Like if it's a house fire, they alarm us immediately. They give us the directions where we have to go. We start going. They will stay with the car online on the phone and ask further questions. So they could take the first reaction is about 30 seconds for the first information. After that, they will keep on looking for information. It could be 5 minutes, 6 minutes on the phone. Maybe they will keep them till when we reach. So when we reach, we got the person right there waiting for us.
If you're driving and you hear the siren of a fire engine, safely move over to your right, because remember, the fire department have only 15 minutes to reach to their scene. For 15 and 15, I am Dorshan Salmon.
Thanks, Dorshan. We will hear more from the captain of the fire department regarding operations all this week, so be sure to tune in. That is all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here on Tuesday night with the latest on the island and the latest in lifestyle topics as well. So we'll see you then.